What is up, crypto legends? Price of Bitcoin is pumping, getting the reaction at this dead cat bounce that we had from the major drop that we created on the 2nd of April, guys. We're just consolidating at this level. Let's take a look at the charts right away. This is creating a local double top right over here at this range, acceptable short position to manage your risk very well. Price is looking pumpy. This could get continuation to the upside. It looks like it might just gain some steam or either basically start correcting from this point. We were talking about this possible reversal pattern during the last few days. So far, so good. It is pumping very nicely. It's getting the first reaction level at this zone. If we do manage to blast through in the next coming hours, it is going to be, for me, a green light to come all the way up, potentially to $72,000. Right now, we are pushing to the upside. We want to get that wick here to the upside. We want to get that continuation here on the price of Bitcoin. See if it does break these highs. For the moment, the reaction is there, guys. It is the dead cat bounce. This was the target. I've seen it multiple times on the price of Bitcoin. When you form this consolidation, right, you look for this lower high from the dead cat bounce right over here to be hit and get a reaction. Whether that gets a pullback now or not, it doesn't really matter. You can manage risk here for a short position, scenario. It's basically nada. It's nothing compared to what you could potentially gain in the next coming hours, right? So it's kind of worth taking that short position. I'm in a small short scalp trade exactly at that level here, as you can see on 𝗖𝗍. And I wouldn't mind to get stopped out because the stop loss is minor. However, if it does get a movement to the downside pretty nicely, then obviously, I would be happy to take some of that profit. It's a minor stop loss here above the highs, and this was purely based on the double top that was created locally. Looks like it is pretty strong. We are currently trading above the dead cat bounce high, and we have the much larger pattern, which is a reversal pattern like we mentioned today. Looks like that we are likely going to get that momentum to the upside. The reaction was there. My short trade here was purely based on, and we need to talk about the stop losses and the trades that, yeah, this is it. We're getting up there. Could we create another swing failure pattern? It looks like it wants to go. We got the volatility. We got the reaction. We did get the local double top. Here we go. Bitcoin is on the move. This short trade was purely based on this, guys. This is the magic of having extremely good risk management. You have your stop loss basically above this high. You enter this local double top. Of course, you're getting a reaction. You understand that the price could get a reversal of several $100s. We did actually get a reversal here of $200 to $300. I was expecting the price to probably, even go to lower levels, but the main reason why, it was a very small position, more of a day trade swing short. Let me explain here what has happened, just for anybody that is, wanting to learn how to trade and look for these setups. You are hitting a major large reaction zone, which is the dead cat bounce lower high that we explained here during the last couple of videos, right? We're looking at this as a target zone. Whoever was in the long positions, obviously, basically that was a target zone. This was a good level to take some profits. This zone right over here, what has happened? Let me just explain this for those people that want to get into some scalp trades. Hey, I got into this short scenario, got stopped out right away, as you can see here. The main reason of this short was this high getting the reaction, and then claiming the high again and attempting the short as you were rejecting from this high. That is good to take a short position. You're managing risk. This was making more than 1-to-1 stop loss basically from my entry point. Now I'm going to explain what happened here, because this would have been a take profit zone. However, the trade was just there. It was a small trade. It was basically to go to lower levels to see if the price was going to correct a little bit more in the next coming hours. But by the looks of things, we are going to much higher levels. Bitcoin pumping. Now, let me just explain this. Look at what happened from this higher low right there. This pivot higher low. What happened? You created a swing failure pattern, double bottom right there locally. So you double top, you test the lows. If you double bottom, it's a good reason to take profits. However, for me, it's a small position. I was just going live. It wasn't really, doesn't really matter. The risk management was there. This is going to be recovered on another trade, obviously making a 3, 4, 5-to-1 risk to reward. But just to share with you here, the scenario, we did double top on the lower time frames. However, this top right there did claim the lows, and this was actually not a bad idea to take profits and look to enter a long position and hedge against that short position, right? Why? You basically claimed the lows and you got the bounce. And this is what it's all about in trading. Claim highs, you reverse in a double top. Claim lows, you reverse in a double bottom. It is level to level. Obviously, we are looking for the possibility of going to more upside momentum here based on this bump and run pattern that is looking absolutely wonderful, if you ask me. It does look like that we could be seeing some steam here in the next coming hours, maybe a couple of days, right? Where's that bump and run? Trying to load here the bump and run pattern picture. Let's see if it does load here for you guys. Whoops, not this one. There it is, right? The pattern that we were talking about today. Important to break above this resistance. We were getting a bit of a reaction. Finally started to gain some momentum. So it does look like that reversal is very much real. That reversal is coming into fruition from this bump and run pattern that was mentioned on the previous video. As traders, of course, we long, we short, we look for different major opportunities, okay? Shorting, longing, it doesn't matter what we do as long as we do maintain our risk management. I got into a short trading setup, like I mentioned here, on 𝗖𝗄𝘃 and got stopped out. Why not? Got stopped out here, managed risk very well, got into this small local double top, and then we got this movement to the upside, stopping me out, guys. Not to worry, we're going to look for some major levels and some more opportunities, because it does look like that we are going to go to much higher levels. Remember, you do have exclusive bonuses down below for anybody that is responsible with their trading and manages their risk. You got those exclusive bonuses on Bybit, 20% fee reduction, and on 𝗖𝗄𝘃, you have the lowest fees currently and $20,000 deposit bonus. No KYC required. Just with an email and password, you are in, guys. Claim that bonus down below right away in the description. Let's talk about the possible scenarios, the next levels that we need to take into consideration, because I've been actually quite bullish on the previous videos and live streams, looking for the price to bottom out here at this range and possibly, come and rally all the way up to $67,200 range, where we have got a reaction. Right now, the price is moving to the upside from this level. So is this bullish? Is this enough for me to believe, hey, the bump and run pattern is breaking lower high resistance? Hey, this does look quite bullish. The problem is that the volume is not insanely high. We haven't got massive volume kicking in here. Maybe volume is going to start moving in now in the next coming hours. It's definitely a possibility, but would be nice for the price to actually break through with a bit of momentum, and then the retracement, you know that you have higher probability that you are just going to form a higher low and just continue that momentum. Right now with a low volume, there is a little bit of doubt here if there's not enough steam here on the movement. Going to the lower time frames, and I'm going to go through the comment section in just 1 second, guys. Just 1 second. Give us a second right over here. Fibonacci. There's some clear pivots where we can take a look at Fibonacci. Obviously, the latest drop where we have the bump phase. We need to pay attention to that 61865 Fibonacci sitting at 67,800 to 900 range. This is a zone where we do have the lows also created just a couple of days ago, basically on Monday. We do have those lows right there with the 618 that we should, we possibly are, going to get a reaction. Support resistance flip from the local drop here. 618 Fibonacci. If we do take a look at Fibonacci from the highs, okay, right over here, we got another pivot to take a look at Fibonacci to the next pivot low. We have 50%. So we got a Fibonacci confluence from just the two clear pivots, right? To take a look at Fib retracement, we have 50% and 618 exactly at 67,900. So that 67,900, 68K is a zone where the price could get a mini reaction right there. I would be paying attention to those local double tops on the lower time frame, okay? On the lower time frame, it is the zone that I would be, interested in looking for those local double tops for a possible quick reversal, right? We're very close to that level, just a couple of $100. Let's zoom in right there at that Fib confluence area, and let's mark here. I don't think we do have any daily, no daily levels right there, no naked point of controls. We are above the range point of control, basically from March. That is bullish. So what I would want to see here is a little bit of a reaction. 50% in the green and 61865 right there. So this is the zone where you could create those local double tops and get a pretty decent corrective move in the next coming hours. Something to pay attention. It is a zone where I would be looking at here after this rally. Of course, if you start getting choppy, you could be looking for a small little reversal, okay? Basically, I would be aiming for the VWAP. I would be aiming for the VWAP, or maybe this resistance for a support flip. VWAP is quite far away at the moment, but it's, definitely a magnet. So I would take it into consideration if we were to see this 50% 618 Fibonacci zone forming those double tops, basically getting a reaction on the lower time frame. Hit it once, hit it twice. That is the moment where you could create one of those double tops and retrace pretty nicely to the VWAP potentially, or I would be aiming for those resistance support flips, because we are in an uptrend and we could be looking for long positions as well, right? No doubt that, when we're trending to the upside, we want to take a look at longs as well on the retracement, not only for shorts, right? Because this might just retrace and continue rocketing. So let's follow that trend and let's analyze the situation here on lower time frames to see if this, resistance high could be basically flipping into support as well. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, definitely we want to take a look at the reaction here from this pivot low locally. We've got 50% Fibonacci, which is sitting here where we do have the wick highs. Okay, that is a zone of interest, no doubt. We want to see if we are going to flip this resistance into support, and want to get that reaction here in a local double bottom, triple bottom scenario to analyze if we are holding this zone to then come back up and test the highs, right? As we are doing in this uptrend. Follow the trend. Trend is your friend. So we also paying attention here for this resistance support flip, and I like it. We got a possible volume strategy right over here. I'm going to go through the comment section. We've got high volume right over here, high volume on the breakout. So remain patient to see if we are going to manage to retrace all the way down to this level, and this green box would be the kind of the the buying zone. Okay, let's analyze this situation to see if we are going to get that pullback to that zone to then get a rally all the way up to the highs again. Let's go right away. So I mean, the scenario here, right, more locally is just looking for a volume strategy, basic resistance support flip. Okay, so you got the movement up here with high volume, you are consolidating, you got this double top, you're breaking through with high volume as well, and this means that these highs should have high probability, okay, on the reaction to flip as support and get the bounce. Let's see if we do get that level being hit in the next coming minutes, get a smaller reaction, and possibly take that decision trade live. Let's go right away with the comment section. I can see Devault here right away. Thanks, man, for joining. Frank, how are you? Market M, yo. Smash up the like button, guys. If you do like these live streams, we are talking about technical analysis, different cryptocurrencies. We got some news, important news that I want to go through, guys. News and data that is very, very interesting, okay? Hola desde Palma de Mallorca, says Jackie Wood, my mother, here in the comment section, always giving support. Fam, Gianlusa, how are you? Cazadores, like button pressed, listos para the analysis, says Héctor González. Absolutely wonderful. How is the UAE, Andy, missing England? I was living in Mallorca, actually, you know, I did live in England, you know, in 2007, but I was living in Mallorca in Spain. I am actually from Spain. So UAE is, it's beautiful. It is really a great country. Got to be honest. It is definitely a really good country. And yeah, I think it's, you know, it's, for the moment, it is treating me good. It is actually really an amazing country. And I'm very, very happy for the moment. Let's go right away and continue. Hi, Makina. What about this triple top SFP? Not really a triple top SFP at the moment. Okay, we have this. I'm not sure if you're talking about this one locally. You got this one right there. You got this one. If you do lose these highs, would you consider it basically a failed auction? I think as we do have high volume, we're just coming right now to get close to this nice entry point. I would remain patient here just to see the reaction, purely based on volume strategy. Of course, when you are longing, you kind of don't want to be the last one longing, right? You kind of longing the top, but this would only be a scalp. It would be a scalp to test the highs again. Yeah, it would be a scalp to test the highs, basically. Let me just do some higher time frame analysis here, guys, so let's understand where we at. Let me just get these fibs, clean the chart here, just 1 second. Bump and run pattern could happen. It could happen. I want to get a little bit more steam here during the next few hours. Then this would be, looking very, very good for the price to actually, gain that momentum, change the trend, and possibly go to $72,000 to claim that liquidity. Let's go right away here with the higher time frame analysis, because we do have a clear pivot low right there. We do have a clear pivot low, and is this the start of a third wave where we have, one wave right there, a second wave, we are inside of the third wave? It is definitely a possibility as we are breaking a little bit of lower highs. Let's talk about the possible bullish case scenario, and that's obviously this being the low here created on Wednesday. We create this pivot high, a higher low right there. And this was an epic long position, guys. This was actually worth to get into the long position. And then this move to the upside being a possible third wave. And let's talk about the possible expansions right there that we do have. Extension, which is the 1.618, right? 1.618 would be sitting around about $69,500. If this were to be a third wave, right, you could even reach the $69,500 maybe in the next coming hours, potentially, right? The whole reason why this wave here, third wave to the upside, is breakout of the lower high resistance. You got a clear pivot low created on Wednesday here at $64,400, a clear high and a clear higher low. So you got this, now you just got this, and you know that the extension, could be the 1.618, which is sitting at $69,500. Not looking too bad for the attempt. And you know, the explanation of this long position that was also mentioned in today's video update, this long position right there was a freshly printed daily level that we did form with yesterday's close. Nice fresh printed daily level at $65,450. Let me explain that daily. It was basically yesterday's close. Thanks to yesterday's close, we did create this daily level, right? We've got the close and the open right there. And just today, we managed to wick beneath the level and get above that daily level, okay? So when we do zoom in here, what we can see is you got beneath the daily and managed to get above it here very, very nicely, giving you that possible long position. When we do take a look at Fibonacci from pivot low right there to that pivot high, 618 was holding very nicely, managed to get up here. And, you know, it was definitely worth a long trigger, especially today as you were reclaiming the previous day value area low. This was already very, very bullish, very, very bullish, you know, to at least claim previous day value area high and obviously gaining that momentum. Let's zoom in here on the lower time frames very, very quickly to see what is going on here, because you are moving down right now. We want to see a little bit of the price action dancing around here a little bit. We want to see a couple of candles dancing around. We just hitting the high volume level, the high volume candle right over here. I want to see the price holding this box, which is the low of the candle, high volume candle. If we start dancing around here in the next coming minutes, it's going to be looking pretty good for the price to reverse. Of course, if you just waterfall from here, then it's not going to be looking good, right? There will be no long trigger. A little bit of sideways momentum in the coming minutes would be nice to see if this volume strategy can happen. Yeah, let's take a look at this right away. Would be targeting the highs. So the long setup would be looking at something like this. You would not want to put the stop loss very far away from this candlestick bottom, right? If you do lose that bottom, then you know, you just know that the momentum can get nasty to the downside. See if you do get that choppiness here. It is a zone, but overall would be looking at, you know, the continuation to the upside right there. Let's go right away, continue with the comments. I longed XRP just in time. Let's take a look at XRP right away. What is XRP doing? What is the DXY doing? We got good news with the DXY. My goodness, legends. We double topped here. We double topped with the DXY, and we are testing the point of control. Let me go right away through this, guys, because this is super important. I need you to pay attention here, because if we do lose this support level on the DXY, it's going to be looking really good. We had the chance on the DXY dollar index to top out here from the February highs. Let's analyze that situation right away, guys. This is something that we were talking about the last few days. It looked dangerous. I was worried. I thought that the DXY was going to manage to break the highs here of February of 2024, basically, you know, 2 months ago. These highs were being tested just a few days ago, and we got a pretty decent pullback in the last, you know, 24 to 48 hours on the DXY, topping out here from this level. If we do get back beneath, okay, this being a possible fake out from the lower high resistance trend line, getting below the point of control of the last 2 years. This is the daily chart, guys. This is 2022 and 2023 price action. We get back beneath here, the lower high trend line, the point of control. This is going to be looking pretty good for crypto, for Bitcoin, for stock market. We are going to see that rally continue into the summer, very, very likely. So we're going to have a very bullish Easter, you know, by the looks of things. Very, very bullish spring in the next coming weeks, guys. If we were to lose, right, we get back beneath this level, right, point of control, and yeah, the lower high resistance, you know, this is still a lower high. This is going to be looking very good for the next coming weeks, guys. Of course, there is that negative correlation. DXY dollar index loses value. It does go down. That is obviously going to be bullish for Bitcoin, crypto in general, right? Stock market. Going to be looking very, very good there. Let's go right away. That's an inverted Bart Simpson pumping. I longed, says Legend Emperor. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. BTC is falling. BTC is getting a little bit of a corrective move and it's bouncing back up at the volume levels. Okay, at the high volume levels. Not to worry. Would be nice to get a little bit of more of a reaction right there, but overall, you know, this is the support that we can see here on the chart based on high volume right over here to come up and test the highs. Very, very likely, unless we start getting a reaction at the 618 Fibonacci, right? This is like level to level trading. This could lose a little bit of steam here, hit the 618 from this local drop, right? If you do start going sideways, something to take into consideration that is losing a bit of momentum. For the moment, no sideways action. It's pumping. There's high probability that those highs could be taken in the next coming minutes. So far, so good. Pivot high right there to pivot low. Let's see how 618 reacts. If we get a bit of a reaction at the 618 from this local drop, ain't going to be looking too good. If we start going sideways for a couple of minutes, could be a level where we could just form a lower high. For the moment, so good. This does look like it's going to claim those highs at $67,800 based on volume. We have the volume leading the way to the upside. We're retracing to the high volume levels, and we do have the price action bouncing relatively fast, to be honest. I did not take this long trade, as you know, on the live stream. Maybe you guys, you know, just got aggressive and just jumped into the long position. This is a move of over 400, yeah, almost $400 if we are going to claim those highs at $67,800 almost. We're just hitting that 618 right now as we speak, and it is getting a reaction. Let me get this drawing out of the way. Let me get this drawing out of the way. Yeah, quick tap, quick reaction at the 618 from the local drop. Wouldn't be too worried. It's just getting a quick little reaction, just a small little pullback. If it does start going sideways and struggles here in the next coming minutes, not managing to break through, then obviously I would consider, you know, protecting position, taking profit, because this could roll back down. Only if it goes sideways for a few minutes. That means it's getting exhausted. It's reacting. Still, this is good. It look like we're going to have the attempt right now. This needs to break through at the moment. We need to move up now with this movement. If we start tapping 7-8, it's going to be good. It's going to be looking very, very good for then just, you know, basically claim those highs. If we start going a few minutes here, guys, it's not going to be looking too great. We could reverse back down to the lows. For the moment, we're just getting that attempt right now. It is looking pretty good. Let's go right away. I think DXY will bounce. Look, I mean, it is at a major support level. The DXY is at a major support. We are basically just about to test the lower high resistance, and let's just put this with a magnet to perfection. We need to put this like proper to the exact level, getting a ray and the magnet with the highs and getting the exact level here that we want. I mean, you could arguably discuss you want this level or this one. I would go with this one, as it is the next clear lower high, and then you have this move here getting the rejection, right? So we are just about on the DXY to claim the resistance lower high as support. We are exactly at the highest volume node of the last 2 years price action of the dollar index. So we are above major support The moment you lose this back down is where it's going to be looking pretty good, right? You got someone here in the comment section saying that this is going to manage to bounce and DXY dollar index is going to be bullish in the next coming weeks, possibly claiming the highs of October of 2023. This will not be good, of course. We need to lose this low. I mean, I would not mind seeing Bitcoin and crypto getting a larger corrective move so we can buy up some cheaper coins, right? Because the opportunity for the next coming months is absolutely mind-blowing. This is the life-changing moment. This happens a few times only in crypto every cycle. There's going to be a moment that the cycles will finish. You know, market is going to mature and there won't be these massive opportunities, you know, in 10 years, right? Something else will come out. But, you know, not in crypto. You know, a lot of people worldwide, I would say easily 70% of the world population will be already using, you know, cryptocurrencies in 10 years, right? So anyway, Andy, 80K or 50K? That is a very good question. If you ask me and you want my honest opinion, would I say, I would say, are we going to hit 80K? I think there is a high chance that we'll be hitting all-time high again before going to $50,000. And that is purely based. Yeah, look at this. So far, so good, legends. We are, you know, this is why it's, you know, it's important to realize that if you do not go sideways here at the 618 Fibonacci, you know you have a high probability that the price is going to pump up to claim the highs, right? You are in an uptrend. You are in an uptrend. There you go. You got the highs being claimed in 3, 2, 1. Highs claimed. Now, almost. It's just, yeah, it's very likely to be claimed. I mean, 0.88 has been hit from the drop, so that means that there is high probability. You might get a pullback to 618, but overall, looking for those highs to be hit right now. The trend is your friend. I know it is always good to take a look at double tops, triple tops, but most importantly, you know, this is also something that I need to remind myself many, many times, right? As a scalper and a day trader, the beauty of, you know, doing short time frame analysis is that usually day traders and swing traders, you know, they cannot look for long positions here, right? They wanted to get into the long down here or down here, right? Swing traders would not find a long trade where we're currently trading at the moment because they see it's too late. Where do they put their stop loss, right? Swing traders and day traders, they'll be like, you know, they would never long in a million years, you know, a breakout chasing the trend. However, as a scalper, you can get into great trading opportunities just like the one that we've mentioned right now, the last few minutes, which is basically this move right over here, bouncing from the resistance support flip. It would have been nice to get a couple of more minutes of a consolidation to realize that you are going to reverse. But the main reason why we did get a bounce here is just textbook support, resistance flip, resistance support flip, and you had the volume leading the way. And when you have high volume at these spikes, okay, at these peaks, they provide insane support because this is tens of millions, even hundreds of millions of dollars of long positions, buying pressure, and you have, you know, again, millions of dollars pushing the price up above this high. And when you retrace down to that millions of dollars of buying pressure, then obviously you are very likely going to get a bounce from, they know, that very small volume of selling pressure just to come up and, you know, continue the trend to the upside. Getting a bit of a reaction here. I mean, if you did manage to long here, I mean, that is already a nice scalp of $300. I would say it would be nasty if it double tops here without claiming the high and comes down. There's a high probability in hitting those highs, but hey, you know, this is like, you know, I say with a friend of mine, which is Dario from 𝗕𝗶𝘆. He's usually on the live streams. You know, he said, you know, let the guy, you know, let the last guy, you know, the last euro, the last dollar in this case, leave it for somebody else, right? If you have 100 people long in here, you know that the 100 people are not going to take profit exactly at this level. There's some people that already have taken profit. There's some people that are going to wait for higher levels and not take profit. There's probably going to be 20 people out of these 100 that are going to take profit right now as we hit the highs. Maybe another 20 are not going to take profit here. They're going to maintain that position open to see if we go to, you know, $72,000 in the next coming days. You know, but like I like to say with him, you know, let another guy, you know, get the last dollar, right? Profits are profits, whether it's a 2x, a 3x, or a 4x. You know, if you have those profits, make sure to lock them, because you will see profits in your account at the end of the month. It doesn't matter if the price does go to higher levels. You are a technical trader. Now, let me just explain anybody that did get into this long position, how you can maintain this long position right now. You will only lock the profits if you lose the highs. Okay? Say that you did enter this long position right over here. You are in some pretty decent profits at the moment. The main reason of this stop loss was it's because you are below the high volume candle on the 1 minute. 1 minute right there. You know, manage your risk very, very well. This is enough for a stop loss. If you get the price action wicking down, then it is what it is. We are in an uptrend. We are moving up. Now let me explain for all of those people that struggle to maintain a long position or a short position in profits. Okay, pure education, guys. Extremely easy to understand. You don't need any crappy indicators out there to get you confused. If you entered this long position, you're obviously protecting position. Your position is close to break even, right? You probably have taken profits or you haven't taken profits. And you might ask me, hey, when should I take profits? Well, we're going to have to zoom out and look for other resistance levels. But if you do roll down from this point and you lose this high from a few minutes ago, this is the moment that you're taking your profits from this long position. Here. Why? Because you are losing the resistance support flip. You are no longer maintaining resistance into support, and this could roll down back to the lows. As soon as you lose this high, you are taking profits. Why? Because you're losing the resistance support flip. That is it. This, you know, just don't look for any more answers. It's simple. It's simple. You just goddamn take those profits, because this is probably going to roll down back to your entry point as you're losing the high. It's simple. It is easy. You just need to apply it like if you were a machine. You need to be AI, because, you know, I know a lot of people are emotional. I don't know when to take profit. I don't know, you know, should it be here? Should I long here? Should, you know, too many different questions, and you need to know exactly where to place your stop losses and how to take profit when you create a trading plan. Because if not, you're just randomly entering into longs, into shorts, into longs, and I should maybe take profit here, or maybe put my stop loss here, or maybe add to my position down here. You know, you trade like this, it's a motorway to absolute failure, to absolute destruction of your trading career, right? So for me in this case, keeping a simple basic strategy that does happen many times on the price of Bitcoin when we do have a trade, taking profits is always good. Well said. Yes, absolutely. Yes, for sure. Very important. Now, in this case, I'm going to explain this volume strategy. It is in my masterclass, of course, but I'm going to give a simple view. If you are interested to take a look at the modules and the strategies, it is on the masterclass. You do have a 25% discount. Here you have the modules on all the different strategies, education that I talk about, all in over 30 videos explaining exactly what you need to look for great trading opportunities like the one that was just explained here the last few minutes. That is one of them, volume strategy, which is very powerful. It does play out 70 to 80% of the times, right? Depending on the month, right? Sometimes it will play 80% of the times. Sometimes it will play, 70% of the times. There's not an exact science, but it's basically uptrends, continuation, downtrends, continuation as well. And basically you want to see high volume spikes on this setup. You want the highs where you have proven to find some resistance because of the high volume, and you need a big amount of volume to break through. And once you break through, of course, you are looking for the price to bounce exactly at that high volume node, only if you've broken out nicely with price action and high volume. And it's just coming up all the way up to test the highs. You might get a bounce from here, but if you start losing this level, I would just lock in those profits. Lock in the profits, because this is probably, it's kind of a little bit of a failed auction of the highs. We need to zoom out here right now. Would be happy to say, look, lock some profits, 60%, 70%, 80%, stop loss at break even. You might just as well find a little bit of a consolidation here in the next coming minutes and bounce back up. But let's take a look at higher time frame. And guys, if you do enjoy this pure educational content for free, looking for the setups, explaining where to put stop loss, guys, like I said, the volume strategy, it is simple. On the 1 minute time frame, you're looking for the high volume. You're putting your stop loss beneath you basically, your entry point is where we have the green box, right? Why this green box? It's the high point of the 1 minute candle. It's the low point of the 1 minute candle with high volume. This is your entry point. Where is your stop loss? Your stop loss has to be beneath the high volume candle of 1 minute. So just on below the candlestick where we have the bottom of the box is where you want to put your stop loss. Give or take a few dollars, then put it exactly at that level, because you might get the price action getting that choppiness right there and then getting the bounce. So you want to give it a little bit of room, not too much room, but just, give it a bit of a breather just in case it does get that volatility right beneath the level. So you are looking for the highs to be claimed, and you have stop loss beneath the high volume level, and you got your take profit at the highs. Now, if the highs are broken successfully, you could be looking for higher levels. And for this, you need to zoom out to take a look at the higher resistance levels of confluence. And yeah, that is basically it. These scalp scenarios are usually a 2-to-1 risk to reward. They're not massive, of course, because you just basically are getting into quick little movements right there, right? You just, you cannot expect a 5-to-1 risk to reward because they're just small little movements. However, they are very, very highly, probable, right? They do have high probability in playing out, which is the magic, of course. I don't mind getting into a strategy that is only going to give me a 2-to-1 risk to reward. No, that's, you're like, why would I need better risk, I need better risk to reward. However, if this strategy plays out most of the times, right, giving that 70-80% win ratio, then obviously, it is worth getting into that 2-to-1 risk to reward, right? Anyway, let's go right away. Guys, smash up the like button if you do enjoy the educational content. Let's see how many likes we do have. We have over 800 people watching the stream at the moment, guys. You are here for education. You will turn out a massive profitable trader following me. I know very much a lot of people here that are, appreciate the content very, very well with the education, and they are coming out phenomenal traders based on good risk management and taking those profits, lock in profits. Scalpers and day traders are the most profitable traders out there, unless you have millions of dollars, and obviously you are swing trading with millions of dollars. But if you want to build up quickly, scalping and day trading is the way to build up fast. Okay, let's go. Sell the market, says 𝗬𝗺𝗆. Last chance to take profits. Oh my goodness, we got somebody who is very, very bearish. Very, very bearish. We are hitting the 61865 level of resistance from the pivot low here of this bump phase, right? We are hitting that 618 Fibonacci where we were expecting a possible reaction. This is where we are reacting currently right now. The pivot high here of the 2nd of April where we started to get the drop. That is the moment where we got the drop. This is a level where we can take a look at Fibonacci retracement. You got the 2nd level retracement right there, which is pivot, where you can take a look at, which is this pivot high from Monday to the low. And we are just hitting that 50% Fibonacci, guys. This is where we are getting a reaction. This is a Fibonacci retracement resistance zone. Take it into consideration. We are forming a little bit of a wedgie scenario. This is it. This could be it, guys. If we test that high, take into consideration a double top. It is being a little bit wedgy. Those highs are also losing steam. Those highs are losing steam, as you can see, right? You have a high right there. You have a high over here. High over here. Highs are losing steam. So, this is the zone where you could be looking for that double, triple top formation. They can get frustrating because, if you manage risk very, very well, like me, they can get frustrating because you could just hit the high, and then get the drop. And you're like, getting stopped out at break even every time you're protecting. Bang, bang, bang. You're paying a bit of fees. But hey, overall, it does not matter. Paying a little bit of fees, it doesn't matter, especially on 𝗬𝗆. Of course, 𝗬𝗆 has the lowest fees at the moment. So, why not? I'm a defensive trader. And, I want platforms with very low fees. No doubt that Bybit, I have VIP on Bybit. So I have very low fees on Bybit anyway. Very similar to 𝗬𝗆. But for all of those people, you got the greatest deals down below. 20% fee reduction on Bybit. And on 𝗬𝗆, 20K deposit bonus. Okay. And also you have the lowest fees anyway when you sign up with the link down below. My favorite 2 exchanges at the moment, Bybit and 𝗬𝗆. Bybit obviously being the number 1, has a huge track record of over 5 years and, completely transparent with their funds. They're just been great. They're just a massive, massive exchange. And for me, they are number 1. Okay. Let's continue. I'm going to go through the comment section. Profits is anytime. Yes, sir. Holly Indians. Absolutely. 58K, says RedX. Someone saying here that 58K is likely in the next coming days, potentially, right? I would assume that that would be your time area, right? Not 58K by today. I don't think so. Probably not today. We are talking about the bearish case scenario. Let's talk about the bearish case scenario, guys, for Bitcoin. Let's just clean up the chart here with some levels, right? We've got these daily naked point of control levels, some of them being hit already. Let's go right away with, basically clean chart and look at the scenarios, because no doubt, what a bounce, legends, from this value area low. Come on. Value area low of this trading zone of March, 618 Fibonacci from the pivot low, only pivot low. Well, no, you got 2 pivots, but this one, the clearest pivot low from the 20th of March to the clearest pivot high here, the highs of this Bart Simpson pattern, right? 618 with the value area low of this entire zone. Come on, guys. What a major support zone. It was, I managed to get into a few long positions, but I was getting stopped out with this volatility because every time I was going to bed, I was protecting position and just getting stopped out. Didn't manage to, not make tens of thousands, but did manage to make you know, a couple of thousand with these small little moves and just being very defensive. Devolt from the Legends trading community, he was around here, guys. He was around in the comment section. He absolutely nailed the analysis. I mean, where is it? I need to look for it. I need to look for it because anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm calling him out here. He's an absolute legend. You know, he came with the possibility, and I was getting stopped out, guys, every single time. I got into a small loss here, okay, with this swing failure pattern. I did get stopped out at a loss. However, I did enter a couple of times and managed to take profits here on these movements to the upside. Purely based on a downtrend. You are trending to the downside, you know, and you just want to take profits as you swing failure pattern, just realizing that you're just creating lower highs. I know that we have a high probability at breaking to the upside at some point, but this happened in a couple of days. I need to take profits, need to be defensive. You know, so far it's played okay as a scalper day trader. If I would have held this long position, it's already been 2 days, would have been more of a swing trade. Going straight to the point on what Devolt said, and I watched his analysis and I was saying, screw you, Devolt, because I'm going to go to sleep, and if I get stopped out, then it is what it is. And then this happened, right? Because he was saying, I am looking for the prize to potentially claim the lows once more and then get the bounce and claim all of the, you know, the lower highs, basically, right? That was his analysis. Claim the lows once more, swing failure pattern, getting to the long position, and claim the lower highs right there to take the profits. Absolutely epic. This was a bounce of over $2,000. Very, very nice indeed. Let's go with the comment section. BTC already dropped 20%. Good luck going down further. New tokens are going to take over the top 20, says Birdman. Well, right. Yeah, 80K or 50K first. I'm gonna say my, you know, it's interesting question, right? I mean, I'm not the best higher time frame TA guy out there, because yeah, if you ask me, it's just you know, anything can happen. You know, this is really, you know, higher time frame. Looking at you know, $80,000, which is here, or $50,000. So we came up with the possibility of this being a fourth wave, right? Let's just go here with the Elliott wave theory that we have been mentioning the last few days, and the possibility of forming an ABC corrective move right there. I don't think that we will come as low as $50,000 if we claim below $61,000. If we do take a look at the extension on Fibonacci, right, just say that this was a lower high, right, at $72,000, which I think, you know, we have high probability in claiming it in the next couple of days. You know, the price is moving a bit bullish right now. I'm going to give it a chance, right? As long as we are above the point of control of this range, guys, you know, this is bullish. We've reclaimed some levels, not massively, not with huge amount of volume, but we are reclaiming them. And I'm going to give the price of Bitcoin a chance to go to $72,000. Make sure to understand that there is, you know, over $1 billion in short liquidations, okay, at $72,000, right? We, you know, in it, and to make a pump of $3,000-$4,000 for Bitcoin, it doesn't really take much right nowadays. So if we were to break down, I don't think, you know, I think we are going to, I mean, $80,000 is very much of a far target. You know, I would say $80,000 likely. Even though the price could drop down, I just don't think it will come as low as $50,000. So I'm going to say $80,000 comes first, then, you know, before then $50,000, at least in the coming weeks. And the main reason why is because I don't see this ABC coming as low as 50K, even though the 1.618 extension is probably round about that level, right? it is round about $52,000. So, you know, you might hit $52,000 and then go to, you know, break all-time high in the next coming, you know, couple of months. You know, this is too far away. I want to know where Bitcoin's going in the next coming minutes. I want to know if it's going to 68K or going to 66K, right? I'm trading the zone. I'm trading the area. This is where I make my money. I don't make money here speculating on, you know, are we going to go to 80K or 50K, right? We trade the ranges. We, you know, look at this small little scalp that we mentioned at the beginning of the live stream, you know. We just, you know, we mentioned this scalp long, obviously the scalp short being in a stop loss. However, if I would have been in my active moment of trading, I know that this SFP, if you enter the short, you're forming another SFP right there. This is a take profit. This is taking profit. You need to take profit here because you're just testing the low and forming an SFP. Long trade right there. This is a move of $400 with a little bit of leverage. Come on, you're making the day. You making the day. It's a small percentage move, but still, you know, with a move of 0.5%, you're using, you know, a bit of leverage and a bit of capital. You're making some significant gains. So I don't care if the price, you know, I don't want to predict that, you know, are we going to go to 80K? There's so many levels that we need to break and see a sign of strength that thinking about what comes first, or, you know, a $15,000 pump or a $15,000 drop, right? It's just like, we need to break through many levels. You know, if, you know, first we get above one, then okay, that's cool. Let's find the next one. You know, think you get the deal, right? We're level to level, really, really level to level. And, you know, if you ask somebody that is doing Elliott wave theory on higher time frames, I don't do much, to be honest. I just take a look at it locally. I trade the ranges. You know, maybe someone could come up with a point of, you know, yeah, maybe can give you that prediction. What comes first, 50K or 80K? Not me. We need to break levels. We need to break levels. Those levels can be resistance. They can be support. So obviously it would be really random. I would not know what to say. What comes first? I'm going to say $80,000 just based on, I don't think this drop is going to manage to come as low as $50,000. We will manage to bottom out at some point here, you know, in between 55 and 60K, if you ask me honestly. Let's go continue right away. I got a super chat. Dot and ship, please, Andy. Let's take a look at Polkadot. Hey, cheeky. I want one altcoin on the super chats, not 2 or 3. Okay, one altcoin. Don't be cheeky. Thanks for the super chat though. It's not good, not nice. But anyway, let's go. We'll take a look at both of them because I haven't had any super chats for the moment today. So we'll take a look at Polkadot. Andy, can you please comment on the Bitcoin dominance? Yes. Let's first take a look at the super chat here right away. Polkadot. Polkadot. Very interesting indeed. I do see Polkadot potentially dropping below like many altcoins, this pivot low right there, which would bring the best opportunity ever, not ever, in the next coming weeks. And the main reason why is because I do see this as 5 waves to the upside. It's pretty clear that this has been, for me, all right? For me, it's pretty clear. This has been the first impulsive move from the bull run, right? Bull run started already in October of 2023, forming the low. This, for me, is clearly the first wave up on many altcoins, and we are inside already the second corrective wave. Now, of course, this second corrective wave is likely going to get a bounce, you know, probably with this drop. You're probably going to form a kind of an ABC structure. And I mean, purely based that this has been already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there, as you can see on the chart. And now would be looking at something like this in the next coming weeks. right? A bit of sideways action. I wouldn't expect the highs here from March to be claimed in the case of Polkadot, getting a possible drop to $7, possibly claiming this low of the fourth wave. That would be the very interesting zone to DCA aggressively. I do see this and read this based on previous cycles. This is the first wave of the bull run, and we are entering the second wave right now. We've entered the second wave, during the last couple of weeks, which is going to take a few more weeks, very likely. This is just going to bring that opportunity zone. So $6-7 Polkadot would be your sweet spot to buy before we start kicking in here with that massive third wave that will likely, it's going to be interesting. Let me just take a look at Fibonacci time here, because you will understand everything right now. If I do see this as the first wave, we're going to take a look at Fibonacci time right now, guys, to take a look at where the corrective move could finish. Fibonacci time is extremely important, from the pivot low in October 23 to the highs in March 24. 1-to-1 extension goes all the way till August. We got, 3-4 months here easily of price action, correcting. The deal. May is not a great month usually on stock market, crypto, in general. So this could take a bit of time. We could rally up here in the next coming weeks, into May, and then obviously find a corrective move into June, July, and then potentially August, September. And September is usually very good for stock market, for crypto. This is when the investors come back from their summer holidays and start investing big time. You take a look at the history of, stock market, crypto, September, October, they are usually very good months. Look what happened here. Okay, September, sideways action. October, we started rallying, baby, into the end of the year. This is what usually happens. Summers are really not that much happening. Low volatility, volume goes down. May is usually a month that, you could, in a bull run, May could be slightly different. Anyway, let's take a look at, my take here is that we could correct in the next coming weeks on Polkadot, bringing us that second best opportunity for the price to gain massive momentum in the next coming months, guys. Opportunity zone. Remember, this will only happen, once in the next coming months. I do not want to see people buying up, all right, once the price starts kicking off in this bull run. It's opportunity of a lifetime to make some pretty sick gains. Polkadot, I think, is obviously going to be very bullish in the next coming months. Let's take a look at Dogecoin right away here. ID Dogecoin, super chat from ID. Overall, let's go. Rate cuts in July. Do you know that supposedly when you cut the rates is because when the economy is not doing well, the banks are almost half bankrupt. You need to get you need to cut the rates because you need to print money to bail out. People are broke. Companies are going broke. Banks are running out of, money. They need fresh printed money because they lended everything and everything didn't turn out well. And when interest rates come down, when they cut interest rates down, this means the economy is not doing well. And that's usually when a recession would start kicking in, when you start cutting rates. A lot of people are expecting, right, rates are being cut down, more money for everybody, money printer goes on. But that is usually when, the economy is not going to be doing too well and we're going to start seeing some cracks. That's when usually happens. A lot of people think that cutting rates is going to be bullish for the markets, and that is usually when markets could start tumbling big time. Let me know what you think right away. Let's go take a look at Dogecoin and smash up the like button for this educational content, legends. If you do like it, like button is doing pretty good. Let me take a look at the like button here. How is it going? We are at 331 likes, guys. Let's get to 400 in the next coming minutes. That would be absolutely epic. And let's go and take a look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin right away here for one of my subscribers. Let's take a look at Doge. TA on demand for the community. As always, legends. 700 people, over 700 people watching the stream. Let's go. Dogecoin analysis. Let's get some moving averages on the charts. No, only joking. We will leave that for other traders, not for me. For other TA guys. Dogecoin, same scenario. Same scenario. We are probably going to see, the best. And Dogecoin is the #1 crypto, guys. The #1 meme coin crypto, sorry. It was the first meme coin, really. Not Pepe, not Shiba Inu, not Bonk, not none of this. This is like the OG. This is the bomb diggity of meme coins, right? This is the thing, right? No swearing here, but this is the SHIT of meme coins. Meaning, I've got it pretty clear. Dogecoin is going to hit all-time high in the next, in the near future. Let's leave it that way. I'm not going to give any time prediction, but it's going to hit all-time high in the near future. And it's not going to be in 10 years. It will be much sooner than that. Potentially 6 months, maybe even 18 months, right? Round about that range. Because it's the #1 meme coin. And after this major consolidation, guys, hey, this is clear what happens. This is clear when you are ranging and you're coming from a major cycle, okay? Massive cycle, and you're ranging and you start seeing the first signs of strength breaking lower high resistance. That is when the next corrective move is the time to get in. It's the time to get in before things rocket. When things rocket, yeah, that is it, guys. You do not make a lot of money here. The money has been made buying down here aggressively. So what I want to make you understand, okay, and I need to talk like this because it's important to note that we could be seeing the opportunity correction in the next few months, right? Entering into the halving, we could see the opportunity in Dogecoin and a lot of cryptos, obviously. I do see this as 5 waves to the upside as well, and that we could be entering that, pretty steep, aggressive, corrective structure in the coming weeks where you're going to get scared. You're going to be running off to the woods and you're going to be absolutely scared and, thinking, oh my goodness, it was all an illusion. This bull market was an illusion. It's not going to happen, but this will be the moment that you will likely get into the greatest opportunity before the bull run starts kicking in very aggressively, end 24, beginning of 2025. So, that's my take here. There's been 5 waves to the upside, and I think we could be seeing some sideways momentum and a bit of corrective move. Market has been very bullish for many months, so I wouldn't, GameStop. Dal, he is Spanish. I am Spanish, sir. Bro, your TA is epic. TA is very simple. It is simple to understand. Simple, very basic, but basic is, sometimes what really works, right? You don't need to get confused with too many fancy indicators, and just realize that the basic stuff, using volume as well, can get you into very, very good trading setups. Right, let's go with 𝗬cie Aditya. Thank you, legends, for joining the stream. I got a super chat here from Amagard. PTSD on Solana. Rugged lives matter. Right, let's take a look at that. Rugged lives matter. Let's take a look at this one. Seems like PTSD on Solana. PTSD. Oh, we cannot see this. PTSD on CoinGecko. Is it one that's just recently been launched? PTSD. Oh my goodness. It's not even here on Tradingview. This, probably on Dex Tools or something, but just launched on Solana by the looks of things. Thanks for the super chat, but we haven't got it on CoinGecko or on Tradingview. There must be an extreme low market cap. We ain't taking a look at this crypto. Sorry. It's not even on CoinGecko. To the moon, baby. We have from JB. Legends. Not much more. What's your take on ONDO? I shorted at 0.55. Ananda Prabhu. What's my take on ONDO? Let's take a look at ONDO right away. Anyway, guys, if you are interested in trading on Bybit, on 𝗖𝗆𝗺𝗃, where you do have most of the cryptos mentioned in this live stream, you got Bybit, you got an epic bonus on Bybit of $30,000 and a 20% fee reduction. And on 𝗖𝗆𝗃, if you don't want to do KYC or you're restricted, and you know, by using Bybit, you got 𝗖𝗆𝗃 obviously with a great bonus and the lowest fees. It's the second link down below, guys. If you want to start buying crypto, you want to start trading crypto, those are two great exchanges and you get the best deals down below. Let's go right away and continue here with ONDO. And I got someone here saying that he shorted at 55 cents. Wow. You are still in that short position? Someone here in the comment section, my goodness, I shorted at 55 cents and the price is up over 50% from your short position. Get the heck out. I mean, you are hoping right now. It seems like you've been in this short for a couple of weeks, at least 1 week. Yeah, no, a couple of weeks. You're in a short position from this area, and this is middle of March. You know, you're just holding your, you know, what if this isn't an uptrend? You know, this might do this. You might get extremely liquidated. I'm not sure if you're adding to your position. This isn't a very strong uptrend. Stay cautious. You should have been out of that position a long time ago. Stay cautious, guys, with holding positions when you're at a loss. Manage your risk, legends. Manage your risk very well. I do not understand how people can be in a short trade all the way down here, and the price action has, you know, doubled in price and you're still in that short. Please don't. This is, you know, this is a motorway to Wreck City. You should have invalidation points, and in this case, the highs is already an invalidation. If you break a high successfully, you want to get the heck out. If you're in any short positions here, you want to get the heck out because you're breaking resistance. You're entering price discovery in the case of this coin. Do not do this. Do not do this. This does look a very strong coin, to be honest. ONDO. Whew. This one, yeah, $1 billion. This is a high cap crypto and it's doing very good. It's probably an AI institution grade finance now on chain. I have heard about this one. I haven't done any research. Stay cautious. These are big, strong projects and it looks like it's, you know, gaining momentum. Hi Andy, I am hearing that 𝗖𝗆𝗃 is bringing KYC this summer. Is that true? I know KYC is going to happen on all of the regulated centralized exchanges. It's going to happen sooner rather than later. And maybe it's going to be in the summer. Maybe they'll extend till the end of the year. But yeah, this is going to happen on most of the centralized exchanges. I am testing out some other exchanges at the moment because I am interested in having a no KYC exchange as well. And I am testing a few of them, so I might be coming with a good exchange that is still no KYC, that has a lot of volume and is legit, has been trading around, you know, during the last few years. So I'm testing some other ones just in case 𝗖𝗆𝗃 does go KYC, and there's a lot of people that do not want to do KYC. So we'll be going through. ONDO is the RWA that BlackRock picked. Okay. All right, this is something that I'm not aware of because I am basically trading the market, not doing research on crypto coins most of the time. So, yeah, right. Legends. Thank you, MO. Islam. ONDO is RWA legit. Yeah, I know. Yeah. This is, it seems like that this is, you know, a legit project. So if you are shorting this one, which is on interest from BlackRock, I would, you know, yeah, I don't know why you would short this crypto project, especially when you have the big players behind them, right? Looking at them. You should have invalidation points. Anyway, never mind. Real world assets, ONDO. Real world assets, yes. So yeah, it seems like ONDO seems like a very, very strong project. Legends, thank you very much for joining the live stream. Tokenization, real world assets, yes. ONDO focuses on tokenization real world assets such as US Treasury bills and making them accessible on the blockchain. Very interesting, no doubt project then. So, you know, I would not want to bet against this one. We can see also high quality assets and managers behind this project: BlackRock, PIMCO, regulated services providers. It seems pretty solid. So yeah, I would not be interested in shorting this crypto project, especially in this massive uptrend that it's having during the last few weeks, right? Anyway, looks pretty solid project. Genio Andy, siempre agradecido por tu análisis, says Rodri. Hey, thank you very much. Anyway, let's take a look at some news. News. A bit of news, guys. Let's end up the live stream with a bit of news. We've had it with the technical analysis. Morgan Stanley wants to be the first US bank to fully approve Bitcoin ETFs for advisors to proactively offer it to any clients. Very, very bullish. Of course, they are in the race with UBS to approve. UBS, Morgan Stanley, you know, very, very bullish. We have also Wall Street banks want to buy Bitcoin directly from the miners. Apparently, Bitcoin miner 𝗖𝗵𝗃 says that they were contacted by banks to buy BTC directly from them. Kind of an OTC deal, right? Supply shock is coming because, hey, banks want to buy directly from the miners and not on the open market because of not the, you know, you would have that price volatility, right? If you buy OTC, then you won't have, you know, basically a price impact. If they buy directly from the market is going to pump. They're going to have to buy at higher levels. They want to go OTC. So apparently they are talking to the miners to get some Bitcoin, you know, from the back door. Cheeky banks. Let's go right away. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust ETF GBTC records outflows of 75.1 million on the 3rd of April, lowest since February 26. So Grayscale Bitcoin Trust ETF, record outflows of 75 million. What is good is that we have BlackRock, of course, is kind of buying up all of that selling pressure. We can see BlackRock likely to flip Grayscale by the halving, you know, based on Bitcoin funds, because there's outflows on GBTC and there's inflows on BlackRock, right? Yeah, it's, you know, they obviously going to have more Bitcoin than GBTC in the next coming weeks. That is for sure. Gold price has surged over $2,300, new record high. So gold is on the move to the upside. Hedge funds are shorting Bitcoin at record levels. Remember what happened with GameStop? You know, we've got someone here talking about GameStop in the comment section. Do you remember what happened with GameStop, guys? There's a massive community on Reddit and, you know, all different social platforms that were fighting against institutions. They were fighting against big hedge funds, getting them wrecked. So the people got together, they pumped billions of dollars, and there was much higher funds than the hedge funds, right? And those institutions getting them wrecked. Of course, they're the ones regulated, and, you know, we had some centralized exchanges, you know, going down, such as Robinhood, and, you know, there's a lot of, you know, this was a major event that happened a few years ago with GameStop, right? The stocks just went absolutely ballistic. Are we seeing something similar? People are, you know, big hedge funds are shorting Bitcoin. Will the power of the people manage to push the price of Bitcoin and crypto in the next coming months? Absolutely, yes. Definitely a possibility. Legends, thank you. Oh, yeah, it was epic. Yeah, GameStop, you know, the power of the people, the power of the community. Is this going to happen with Bitcoin right now? As hedge funds are short on Bitcoin. They are actually short on Bitcoin. Will we see the power of the people absolutely getting the hedge funds wrecked in the next coming months? We'll have to see, guys. It's going to be an interesting few months. Legends, thank you very much. Make sure to stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.